Okay. Is that good? Yay, nay? Can you guys hear me? 1 second. Let's see if we can. Scarlet. There. Can you guys hear me now? How are we doing? There's a little bit of a delay. Good? Can you guys comment? Let me know if you can hear. Can you guys hear? Yay! Woo! Sorry about that. Let's just start over, shall we? Good grief. Story of my life, right? Start off, and of course, technical problems. Sorry. Okay, let's get started. It's Monday. After all, hello, everyone. Oh my God, yes, you can hear me. This is fabulous. I'm so excited to be here. Please tell me where you're from. We have a big crowd today. We have lots of hundreds and hundreds of people signed up for this challenge. So I'm super excited about that. And of course, my goal is to have you having a beautiful, tangible product line by the time January 2021 rolls around, so that you can up level and change your business in beautiful, magnificent ways that make a difference during a time like this. The pandemic has changed the way I do business. It's changed the way people think. It's changed the way consumers behave. And I think as photographers, we need to examine that as well and shift with it. So welcome, Lorena's from Phoenix, Adele from Washington, April from El Paso. I love it. I have a lot of 5cc members on here. Megan from Pennsylvania, Jen from Missoula. Jen Mefford from Missoula. There we go. Kristen's from Maryland. Hello, everyone. Sweden. Karina's here from Sweden. That is fabulous. Fern from Jamaica. This is really great. So I want Norway. Oh my God, this just so cool. Isn't it amazing though that we can actually have conversations and talk like this from thousands and thousands of miles away? Technology still blows me away. Calgary, California, Belgium, fabulous. So anyway, there's a lot of mistakes. Let's just get right into it. There's a lot of mistakes that photographers make when they are building a product line. And I wanted to chat with you about those. Just first off, we're going to keep this short today. Every meeting here is pretty brief so that you can get going on the worksheets and start making progress over these 5 days to get your product line all set and all in place. I have worked so hard on the content planning for this. I worked probably 10 hours yesterday developing keynotes. I think I have about 150 keynotes to show you over the course of 5 days. And like I said, I really want you to be able to be on the right track and have an action plan to develop a good product line in the next 5 days. So the mistakes photographers make, a lot of people just offer products that are easy to get from the lab, the products that your other photographers in your town are carrying. And that is just not the way to go. You got to come up with unique stuff, and we're going to talk about how to do that all of this week. Oftentimes, you'll use like discarded or a product that came in for a client that was wrong. You use that as a sample. No, 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 no. Not a good idea. Chances are that session is not branded to you. And if you just use discarded products as samples, everything will look mishmashed and kind of out of place and not cohesive as a business. They tend to choose products that clients can do themselves. So why would they buy from you? I mean, canvas? I mean, yeah, it's nice. And granted, I still sell canvas, but I try not to offer the standard canvas you can get anywhere. I want to do something extra and a little special. Not branding your product line. That's so important. There are certain products that just don't work with your brand. Not showing physical samples. Huge mistake. Oh, yeah, that is like, oh, it makes me cringe when I hear people don't have samples. One of the best investments you could possibly make for your studio. And then, of course, not giving a hierarchy or not creating a product line that creates a hierarchy and gives you incentive as a customer to want to spend more. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If you have questions, pop them in the chat. And if you give permission to ecamm in the comments here, I can actually show your comment here online, which is kind of nice. It helps us see things a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, share my screen, and we are going to go to my keynote. Make sure y'all can see that just fine. Looks like you can. Perfect. So yeah, so if you want to comment, please do. You can, of course, register. If you're having trouble finding the workbook, what you have to do is register for the challenge and you'll get it via email. And I do believe that Chelsea, my VA, who's located in Arizona, can probably link to it here in the chat. And if not, then I can post it quickly in the chat right after today's live. So don't worry, workbook will come to you. But if you sign up for the challenge, you get it sent to you in your email. Okay. So, all right. So let's get into today. Welcome to Perfect Your Product Line. I'm Julia Kelleher, of course, Nikon ambassador and lover of all things business. So go ahead and track down that workbook. There are action tasks every day of the challenge to move you forward inside. So you can find it in your challenge emails when you signed up. And here is the killer thing. Graphy Studio has given us a $100 gift card to Graphy Studio every day of the challenge. So I will be giving that away at the end of the webinar, or excuse me, of the live here. And all you have to do to qualify is sign up for the webinar that is coming up next week. So I'll tell you how to do that in a second. But then on Friday, Graphy Studio is giving away a free Go book, one of their beautiful middle of the road albums. As a matter of fact, I just ordered my sample Go book. I am switching over to some of the Go books, and I'm so excited to show you guys this when it arrives. It's supposed to arrive like this week. So that's just, I'm thrilled to be able to show you that. And I've been looking forward to seeing it. So like I said, Graphy Studio $100 gift card every day of the challenge this week. I will be awarding it live. And all you have to do to be qualified for it, I'm hoping this works, is you want to go into the Facebook group and go to events, okay? And go to the Pivot and Profit webinar registration, and then click Join Event. When you click Join Event, you will be directed to our registration page. And down here at the bottom are two dates, the November 10th date and the November 13th date. So if you fill out your name, you will automatically be entered into the gift card giveaway for Graphy. And you got to do that before the end of today's live. So quick, do it. And I will randomly draw someone who gets tagged. So basically what happens is when you fill these out, you get a tag. And then I can go and randomly pick a number, and that will select whoever wins the Graphy Studio gift card for today. So super exciting. Go now to the event section and register for the webinar. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to do that as we get into the content today, but that is super exciting. Thank you so much to Graphy Studio. Graphy is one of my preferred print partners. I'll be talking a lot this week about picking labs and picking print partners, and Graphy Studio is quickly becoming one of my favorites. So we're going to be working a little bit every day. Now, some days will require more work than others, depending on where you are in the process of finding your product line. So on day one, we're going to talk about identifying yourself. It's so important to revisit your brand, really get it in your head, and think through everything you are as a business in order to start really honing in on what you want to carry for product line. On day two, tomorrow, we're going to research labs. We're going to find the good ones that align with our brand. And then on day three, we're going to look at those labs and start just brainstorming products that we love that might be suitable for us as a brand. I'll be going over some of my products and what I offer. I'll be giving you ideas on obscure small boutique labs that are great for specialty things. We're going to talk about whether you're a beginner or an advanced person as far as developing a product line. If you're switching over to a brand new product line, from going from shoot and burn or digital only to a product line, you're going to want to keep things simple. But if you've been in business for a while and you have a tangible product line and you just want to update things or get rid of stuff that's not selling, then there's going to be a different strategy for you. Then on day four, we're going to talk about strategically building a hierarchy to create that incentive so clients want to purchase more. And then on day 5, we're going to talk about designing and shooting for and ordering our samples, as well as a catalog that you can use. Even if you don't have a studio and you can't have big samples, there are many beautiful ways to create that desire and that temptation with physical products in your hands when it comes to being an on-location photographer. Okay, so again, I'm seeing some issues with signing up for the webinar. So what you want to do is go to the Facebook group. Okay, so go to Photography Business by Design Facebook group, which is where you're watching this live now. Okay, go to events and then click on Pivot and Profit webinar registration. And once you go to that, then you can click on join event and it will take you to our registration page. You can hit register now, pick your time slot, and that will automatically enter you into the drawing today for that $100 graphic gift card, which is so exciting. Anyway, okay, let me get back to my keynotes here just to answer questions. Yeah, hopefully, Lorena, that helped you to how to register for the broadcast. And yeah, so maybe you're right. Maybe that's a great idea. Blanca said, maybe in the event page, there's a link to copy and paste in the browser. Yes, I will go ahead and do that right now, as a matter of fact. That was a great idea. I should have just thought of that to begin with. And yeah, let me get to, now my situation is maybe, there we go. Oop, clearly. It's a lot to juggle when you're trying to do, there we go. I will post it here in the challenge. And then I will also post it in the event. You should see it here on the page. And maybe we will just go ahead and make a new post, webinar registration, so you guys know. And so I just posted that in the Facebook group, and you should see that as well. Okay, awesome. I know it can be a little confusing. This is a new thing for me, so forgive me, guys, if there's a little bit of a issue with tech here and there. Okay, so step 1, this is today. What is your business's visual aesthetic? We're going to dive deep into content now. Okay, what does your business look like visually? Okay, what vibe does it give off? So and this is all about building the visual components of your brand. And something that I think is so critical to developing a product line. I want to revisit what it means to be your studio. So for me, Jewel Images is light, it's fresh, it's airy. We're going to talk about all that. And we're also going to discuss, like, who is your ideal client? Because obviously the two go hand in hand. The brand and the ideal client attract each other, okay? So ask yourself a lot of questions about your ideal client. Like, where does she shop? What home decor style does she love? Let me see if I can play this and still see your guys' comments. I can. This is amazing. Okay. What colors is she drawn to? Where is she financially in her life? Is she in the beginning stages, or is she later in life, having kids and close to retirement? Is she married with kids? What does she care about? So, like, my client cares about interior design. How do I know this? Okay, that's a big question. People always say, how do I define my ideal client? It's just to make you feel better. Deciding on your ideal client is kind of like pulling things out of thin air. It's oftentimes a lot of the way you are, because you are synonymous with your art. You are synonymous with your style. You know, you and your heart and your mind, everything go into your art. So the art you create tends to attract an ideal client who is very similar to you. But we need to define her so that we understand how to message to her on a deep level, not only with the words we say, but the words we use on our website, the imagery that we use that communicates messages, the look and feel of our studio that communicates a message and a feeling, and our product line. Our product line communicates something to each and every client. So we're trying to ask ourselves, okay, what is our ideal client? Who is she? What is our visual style and aesthetic? what's her visual style and aesthetic, and then defining that so that everything can mesh and mold together and speak to one another across just verbal lines. Does that make sense? Am I being clear here? Where you're gonna pull some things out of thin air when it comes to defining your ideal client. But like my client cares deeply about interior design. She cares about the art on her walls, working with her decor. She doesn't just want a photograph vomited on a wall that doesn't match. Okay, so that's something that's very important to me and it's very important to my ideal client. And that's why my business behaves the way it does and operates the way it does. And the service we provide gives that to my client. So, and then of course you want to ask yourself like what keeps your client up at night when it comes to needing your services. For me, I tend to target new moms, and so she's really afraid of missing the memory of this newborn stage. And she wants it to be art in her home. That is a very specific woman than someone who's just like, oh, yeah, we need to get pictures of our baby. I don't care what they look like. I just need to get the memory down. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, vomited on a wall. Well, so, Terry, so many photographers do that, and clients for that matter. They don't know how to design it, so they just vomit photographs on a wall, hoping it'll look good, and without any planning. And that's what I don't do in my own business. And so I'm defining a client who loves what I do, right? So, what keeps her up at night when it comes to needing my services is she wants art in her home. She wants something tangible. She doesn't want to lose this memory of her baby. Her baby was hard won and hard fought for, and she is going to celebrate that in a big way. Then you want things like how old is she? Where does she live? How much is her house worth? Because clearly I'm hitting a luxury market. And in our Pivot to Profit or Pivot and Profit webinar, we're going to talk all about the way the market is changing during the pandemic and how the audience or the consumer mindset is shifting, and there's a divide happening between it, and we need to shift with it and change our businesses to suit that. So, as part of your homework on the 5-day perfected product line challenge, you're going to be filling out a mood board. Okay. So I give you a resource in the workbook on creating a mood board, but I want you to describe along with that your brand in 3 to 5 words. So you can see up top of my mood board, I have custom, light, modern, relaxed, clean. Okay. You know how when you swallow the wrong way, you literally choke on yourself? Yeah, that's me right now. So the mood board is a collection of images that you curate, okay? So that you can carry a cohesive look in your studio. These can be images of your products. As you can see, I have a little baby outfit there. I mean, it's just one of my outfits here in the studio. I have pillows on a sofa. I have an interior. I have an exterior. I have, my podcast and my collateral in there. So this mood board really is the mood that I want to convey in my products and my imagery. And then once your mood board is complete, then you want to add in on a brand board your font, your marks, your colors, your logo, etc. on a brand board, because you guys, this is so important. And I know that you're like, oh, I can do that later. Really, if there's one thing you do in this whole challenge, it's make your brand board and then look at it every time you select a product you want to carry in your studio. This mood board and brand board you are going to be referring to over and over and over again throughout these 5 days to really get the look and feel of your product line solid and consistent. That's the biggest thing. It's got to match the brand visually. So do your brand and mood board. It is a crucial step. Every product decision you make will be referenced against your brand board. So don't skip this. Sorry, I had a little typo there. All right, you're right. Candace says the little bits are so important, and she's absolutely right. I'm going to answer a couple questions as we move here. Lavana says, how do you find colors that complement each other? Well, definitely look at your work. I would for sure curate a collection of images that really speak to you, that give you that kind of feeling. And when you find those images, put them all together and see if there's some color themes going along with that. And then you can kind of pull out those colors There's also an Adobe color picker called color.io. I think it's an app, and you can upload an image to it and it will give you the colors inside that image, which can also be a really valuable exercise. Paula said, "Are the home exterior and interior your studio?" No, not yet, but hopefully someday when my house is done. By the way, we move on Saturday. So not only am I launching our mastermind online membership here in the next couple weeks, but speaking of which, it opens on Wednesday. Um, but I'm also moving this week, and I tried to avoid doing this all at the same time. But you know how it is. It's just Murphy's Law. Everything that's going to happen will. Um, so Marley says, sorry, how do we download the workbook? Got the In Like Gin, but nothing else. You should have the workbook on that In Like Gin. You know what? I will have Chelsea, if she can, grab it. Hey, Chelsea, if you're on, can you grab it from Canva and just post a link to it here as a download so people can grab it? And if she can't, I know Chelsea might be traveling, so if she's having some issues, what I'll do is I'll post the workbook right after, or at least the link to sign up, and I'll make sure the emails are correct. Okay, so Marlia, there might be a glitch there. I apologize. There's so much tech involved with having to like get you guys on email lists and automate everything, and sometimes I make mistakes, so I apologize if I did. Candace said, you're really going to make us work for this. Well, yeah, kinda. It is work, but it's not too bad. It is a quick win. It just depends on where you are in the process. So, Christina said, get a color wheel. It's so helpful. It is so helpful. And in one of the 25 days of design broadcasts, I actually posted a link to finding a good color wheel. It's like $2 or $3, and that's very helpful. Okay, thank you. Megan said, congratulations on the house. I appreciate it. I'm so excited. It's been 25 months of construction, so we're finally moving in, which is amazing. Looks like Chelsea said, copy that. So perfect. Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate it. Oh, how fun. Rachel said, oh my God, I'm finally up early enough for a live. Hi from Australia. Hello, Rachel. So glad you're here. Darius, I think I'm pronouncing that right, says, Julia, I love your life energy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Golray says, sometimes we miss the first steps, then we get confused later on what we want, what to add, and etc. It's great advice, Julia, to look at the brand board with every product. It just keeps you in the right frame of mind, Golriz, and I think you hit the nail on your head. It just keeps you consistent. And if every time you go to a lab and you're looking at a product and you say to yourself, wow, it could match my brand, but I have to make some tweaks to it. And we're going to talk about that in the coming up days. Okay. Yes. Chris posted another helpful color tool, color.adobe.com. Yes, that's a fabulous reference. Thank you so much for posting that, Chris. Very helpful. Very helpful. Okay. Now let's get into a regional style. Okay. Once you kind of understand what your own style is, and let me just reiterate on how to do that. Go to Pinterest. Start making, I don't know why it went into automatic showdown here. Let me get back into my, tech problems. There we go. So before we talk about regional style, I want you to really think, clearly it's not going to do that. It's going on automation here. Sorry, regroup. Live, right? You can tell this is live because I'm clearly screwing up, but that's all right. So you've got your style in place. And if you don't have your style in place, don't worry about it. It's going to come, okay? But the way to start making it come on a, 6 or 8 cylinders is to go to Pinterest and start posting and making a board of products that mean something to you. So research wall art, research Canva, research canvas, research metal prints, and wall displays. Like I would put in Pinterest in the search bar, wall displays, from everything from art to actual photographs, drawings and illustrations framed, that kind of thing. And research, go to different home decorator stores if you can, if your area is open. But like go to Williams-Sonoma or Pottery Barn or RH or places where, they're displaying home decoration and art on the walls, and look at how it's framed. Look at how it's presented and displayed to the viewer. And if you can't find those places, order a bunch of catalogs, or if they don't have those places in your town, Ballard Designs catalog, Front Gate, all the RH and Pottier Barn catalogs, CB2 catalog. Go start ordering these catalogs to see how they're showing art in spaces. Research those designers. The designers that I posted the very first day of the challenge of the 25 Days of Design, all those different Instagram accounts. Look at how they're doing art on the walls. Search Instagram and start to kind of get a feel for what you love in terms of displaying photographic art. Then, when it comes time to when we start going to researching labs, we'll find out who's doing those types of products and who isn't. But then the important thing is to start looking at your regional style. Okay. All of us are in different places. We are all over the world. Look, Laura just posted that she's from Argentina, South Africa, Australia, Europe, all sections of Americas, right? Okay. So every market has a unique look and style to it that's kind of popular, if you know what I mean. So, for example, I'm in Bend, Oregon, right? So ask yourself what appeals to your market. Here in Bend, everybody's kind of into that mountain Northwest style. It's kind of a dark brown craftsman style. So not me. Okay. So you guys know that. I am light, fresh, clean, airy, a little modern farmhouse. I am almost California coastal before I am mountain Northwest. However, I like to, because a lot of my clients are into this mountain Northwest style, I like to incorporate some rustic things that feel outdoorsy or feel, not only feel outdoorsy, but feel mountainous, if that makes sense. So stone and rustic woods and, you know, not palm trees, pine trees, you know, things like that that have a very mountainous feel to them. So ask yourself what appeals in your market. LA is all about that coastal, modern, hip, cool look. The South is more about Strasbourg and big flowers and gold gilded frames. You know what I'm saying? So every market has a regional style that's popular where you are. So you have to ask yourself if it aligns with your artistic style. Now, mine doesn't, which it doesn't mean that I'm not going to attract my ideal client. It just means that I need to be aware of the regional style to see if I can kind of mesh in some of what's going on in my area with my own work. So, ways to find out what your regional style is: start researching local interior designers. Just do a Google search for interior designers, Palm Beach, Florida. Look for custom home builders who are building custom homes in your area and what they're doing as far as design, look, and style. Same thing with local furniture stores. What's the local furniture store? And I'm not talking like a national brand like RH. Go to like the little mom and pop shop. You know, like next door, I have a little store called Merriweather that's kind of a Southwest mountain modern style to it. Okay. She is selling a lot here. She's very popular. And that is telling me that that style has some merit here. Look at architect websites, local home magazines, and inside the product workbook, which I'll go to right here. Where is it? There it is. You'll be able to see in the product workbook, I have some ideas of magazine examples here in, let me go ahead and move you guys out of the way so I can show you that. So like Mountain Living, West Coast Style, Southern Home, Chicago Magazine. Obviously, I don't know all the magazines in Europe and other countries around the world, but I'm sure Australia has its own different regional magazines. So look at that. Lux Home, Lake Home, Atlanta Homes, Farm and Ranch Living, Sarasota Magazine, like Sarasota, Florida, has its own magazine. What is the interior design style that's going on there? And how does that mesh with who you are as an artist? And can you incorporate some of that? I think it's really important. Now, if it's not you at all, like you are in the South and it's all about Strasbourg and big flowers and gold gilt frame and baby blue, and this is not your look, or then maybe it's okay. You can stick to your style. There's always going to be people in your market who appeal to you and who you appeal to. However, you're going to have to really consider who you partner with and market with, because you're going to want to make sure that your vendor partners align with your style and your brand, if that makes sense. All right. So then ask yourself if you can align your style with the markets. So I have a very mountain style. It's almost South Craftsman, Northwest style in my area, but I'm kind of farmhouse modern. Can I mix the two? Yes, I can. I can, and by looking at these different magazines and these different designers in my area, I can go, like I walk into Merriweather next door, which is this decor store, and I look at her stuff and I'm like, oh, I would totally put that in my house. I would totally put that in my studio. Oh, my product, my art, my image would look great on that wall. Does that make sense? So as long as you feel like you can incorporate your art, your photography into what the local style is, you should be good. It doesn't mean that you can't attract other people. Just know, I just want you to be aware so that you're keeping the big picture in mind. Okay, so you saw I showed you the workbook, so I want you to do your workbook challenge for today, which means getting that mood board done, doing your 3 to 5 words, really starting to do a product Pinterest board of some kind, just to get a feel for what products you might like. Be thinking about the types of products you want to carry. Do you want to do wall art? Do you want to do albums? Do you want to do boutique items? If you are a beginner, in other words, if not necessarily a beginner photographer, I'm talking a beginner when it comes to tangible product line. You want to be extra careful and really keep it minimal. Don't try to do too much. If you are a more advanced person, in other words, you've been carrying tangible product for a while, just start thinking through what you can clean out and what you can make more aligned with your brand. So do your workbook exercises, post your progress and your questions here in the Facebook group, and I will chime in and answer as much as I can. And don't forget to register for our free mini class, which is going to occur both Tuesday and Friday of next week. It is called Pivot and Profit, Moving On and Leveling Up in 2021. We're going to take this product line and talk about how we're going to incorporate it into a changed economy, a changed selling strategy, and a changed consumer mindset. Okay, so sign up on the Facebook group or in your workbook. You will find a link to sign up. Okay, and don't forget that 5 Carat Collective opens for enrollment on Wednesday. I was going to open it next week, but we are starting early, folks. And a lot of that is because I'm moving. So we're going to just open it up and let it be a rip. Now, what is 5cc? We are going to do a roundtable discussion on what this is in the Facebook group. But 5cc is basically an online monthly mastermind. It's a membership to grow your business and your mindset. We have weekly live meetings. I am in there literally every day. We go live at least once a week. We talk, we mastermind, we collaborate, we get together, we troubleshoot, we celebrate wins. We have projects we're working on. And then, of course, there's the core content. For those of you who know me from Creative Live, I have taken much of my Creative Live content. It has changed over the years because my business has changed, leveled up, and improved, and we have completely revamped it for much more detailed content and different content. Of course, there's so much more. It is worth thousands every month, and it's basically $39 a month to be part of 5cc, and you can find out more at 5ccollective.com. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing screen here for a second and get back on board with you guys so I can answer some questions about today's challenge or today's progress. I'm hearing my thing go off like crazy, so I want to make sure I get all these. I'm sure there's lots of questions. Shannon says she has never done the regional style portion. And I think it's important. Even if you kind of know that your regional style won't perfectly align with your own style, I still think it's important to keep that perspective and to understand what's popular in your area for your own sanity and for just the big picture of your business. Bianca said, my baby woke up. I have to step away. Let me know if I win. That's okay, Blanca. Thank you. Paula, go back to the brand board. You skipped past it after mood board. We have brand boards posted inside the 5C, I'm used to saying 5cc, inside the Facebook group. So there's lots of people have posted their brand boards there. So you can look for those there, Paulo. And Shannon said it's also in the download, and it is there. Okay, let's see. Tanya said, I just got all of my RH catalogs in. It was like Christmas. Oh, I love the RH catalog. But the RH catalog is just like one tiny sampling of my style. I mix in so many other things with what RH is, but I still want to keep my perspective and have RH at the back of my mind because it is part of my style. And so is your regional market and the style in your regional market. Um, yes, they are so beautiful. All right, let's see. So, okay, there's lots of, good day, Jules. Jules is a 5cc member and she's in Australia. So she's saying, good day, good morning, Jules. Good to see you. Kimberly says, this is going to be fun. Good to see you again after so many years since a Pro Select class in Bend. Yes, I remember, Kimberly. Welcome into the Facebook group. It is fun. It's fun to explore this and research this. And today is all about researching and just getting your style and brand a little more solidified so that you can refer to these documents when you're building your product line. Lorraine said, I wish I had time to keep up with all this. Well, if you join 5cc, you will. All right. This is everyone's saying 5cc. Thank you, Carla. It is an amazing place, but more important, it's amazing because of the people who are in there. It truly is. Candace said 5cc is beyond amazing. Nothing but support and helpful advice. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that very much. It's the best. Becky is coming to mentor with me tomorrow. She's going to hop on a plane and she should be here. So we'll have her hop on to the live events during the week if she feels like it. I'm very excited for her to be here and mentor with me. It's gonna be fun. And everyone is from every genre. April, you nailed it. They are. Tanya says, I've been waiting for weeks to join. So excited. I'm excited for you to join us too, Tanya. That would be great. Awesome. Okay. You guys are so great. They're all just saying it's the best. Yes. Okay. Let's see. You guys, oh my God, you guys are just amazing. I can't even. 5cc is more than an education site. It's amazing. You will bond and make friendships with amazing people. Absolutely no drama. Yeah, we are anti-drama in there, aren't we? We really are. Becky said, thanks so much for this information. I've gained more from it in the past year than I ever expected. Worth every penny. So Lena said, or Lena, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Can you share links? 5cc link meetings where? I want to know more. Okay, yes. You can go to 5C Collective, 5, the number 5, the letter C, collective.com for more information. And then beginner product example ideas. Yes, we will be posting that all this week. Kay says she has a question. Go for it, Kay. Pop it in there. She said, did you talk on Creative Live about a step-by-step tracking system? And I forgot what site you used. I'm interested in trying it. Yes, off topic, but that's okay, Kay. Yes, I don't think I did it in Studio Systems because at the time I was doing my own thing on a whiteboard here, but I use 17 Hats for my system. And if you go to 17hatsin17seconds.com, you can see the system I use and actually purchase it if you have 17 hats. Okay. Brandy said the brand board looks awesome. I need to do the regional style guide. Nailing down my brand colors is not easy. It is not. Less is more. You can always change colors in the future, but just go with what really your heart keeps getting drawn back to. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. You have to really just stick with it. And what you'll notice is as you stick with your brand, it becomes easier and easier and easier. I think we get so unsure of ourselves and our identity because we're starting this business and we're moving forward that we're like, oh, should I have done that? Should I have done that? Just stick with it. Pick what's in your heart and just stick with it for a while, at least a year. And that will make it so much easier to build over time and then tweak slightly. If you're constantly changing back and forth, you look inconsistent and a little unprofessional to your ideal client. So just pick one thing and go with it. Okay. I'm going to see if there's any more questions and then we'll do the drawing. So excited for your move. We just, Lavana says, I need to understand more about how branding plays a role in my business. Any help with that? It's a huge question, but basically your brand gives a feeling and an impression to your client. And that attracts a specific type of client to your door. It's just like dating someone. So I'm sure most of us have a type of guy or gal we're attracted to. I say that very generally, so just bear with me. But we kind of have a type that we're attracted to, and that type of person has a visual aesthetic to them. They have certain moral values. They have a personality that we like or that we're drawn to. So we are the ideal client for that type of person. Make sense? And so your brand attracts who it's designed to attract. So you want to design your brand completely and consistently so your business looks apart, has a personality, plays a part, and that attracts a certain type of woman into your door. Okay. And that branding is not just colors and fonts and logos. Branding is, what products are you carrying? Are you digital or are you tangible? They attract two different clients. The personality of your studio. How do you communicate with people? Are you funny? Are you serious? Are you lighthearted? Are you overly communicative? Are you fresh? Are you, childlike? Like, what is your personality as a business? How is your service? All of these things that I like to call on the concentric ring of your business lift the brand to the place where it attracts who it's meant to attract. So a brand, yes, while it feels amorphous, a brand really is everything in your business. Every decision you make in your business affects how your business is perceived by a potential customer. Makes sense? So yeah, it seems a little amorphous, but it really is something that can be very consistent and solid in your business. Yvette says, I can't wait for 5cc. I'm so glad, Yvette. That's so exciting. You guys are so cute. Yes, Shannon said, posted the link to 5 Carat Collective. Thank you, Shannon, very much for doing that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Kelly said, new to all of this, but finding you at the right time. Good, Kelly. I'm so happy about that. Hoping to move into a full-time business after the new year. I'm hoping to join 5cc. Well, we can't wait to see you. That would be just fabulous. Courtney has a question. When it comes to colors, do we need to use the same colors as in our logo, or does it matter? I would be very careful to not use colors that are too different from your logo. So let me give you an example. Say your logo is pastel colors. I would stick with pastels. So maybe it's pastel pink and green. I would maybe use pastel pink, pastel green, pastel yellow, pastel orange or peach. Like, keep it in that same tone and family and saturation. But be careful to use too many colors. And that's honestly why I don't use a lot of color in my logo, because to me, the logo is the face of the company. Okay. So if you had a bunch of plastic surgery in your face and changed your logo a dozen times, people wouldn't trust you, right? They'd be like, whoa, what happened, Julia? Right? Okay. But my hair color, okay, I can change my hair color and people will still recognize me. It might be like, whoa, okay, is that still Julia? Yeah, it's still Julia. She's still got the same face. Okay. So the nice thing about having a logo that doesn't have color in it is that you can change the colors of your business as you see fit. Now, granted, you can't do that like every 30 seconds, but you can do it every couple years and give your brand an updated, fresh look without changing the logo. Now, granted, I changed my logo about 10 years into business, and now I'm going to keep it for at least another 10 years. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to keep your same logo forever, but you do have to keep it consistent so people begin to recognize it. As soon as you get sick of it, people are just beginning to recognize it. That's kind of the rule of thumb. So you want to keep it for a little while. It doesn't mean you can't update and refresh, but just be very careful about it, and don't be willy-nilly. Like, take some time to decide how and when you're going to do it. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. Yes, 5cc core content does help with developing a consistent brand. We have a whole several week course on doing that, but it's really only 3 or 4 lessons. And of course, everybody in 5cc helps you to get it going and gives you feedback, which is nice. Jessica says, I'm making it a goal this week to be even more active in 5cc. I love that, Jessica. Join our lives. We're doing the product challenge inside of 5cc even more in depth, where I'm going to give you personal feedback on your selected products. We're going to go through labs one by one. We're going to get super nitty gritty inside 5cc on the product challenge. Okay. Lavana said that was extremely helpful about branding. Thank you. You're so welcome, hon. I'm glad. 5cc has me hit huge goals in my business since joining. I don't know who that is because I don't see a face or a name, but I'm so glad. That's amazing. Thank you so much, whoever that is. Christina, you're killing it. Thank you so much. Shannon said she's seriously a branding marketing genius. It is what originally caused me to start following her years ago. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. It's you guys are so sweet and complimentary, and you know how it's really hard to like accept a compliment because everybody has these self-esteem things where we're just, we don't quite think of ourselves that way. But I'm trying and learning to just accept compliments as gifts. So every time someone gives me a compliment, I'm just going to take it as a gift, right? That's what my friend said, and she was so right. Okay, shall we do the drawing? I think it's about time. Let me log into my system, and then I'm going to get to I got to filter everybody out who has the tag for the webinar. So let me do that real quick. Has a tag. Has any of the tags. We're going to do the webinar 5cc webinar tag registration. And let's go ahead and apply filter. Okay, we have 69 people. Those are good odds. Okay, now we are going to do a random selector and put in the numbers 0 through 69. Online random picker. Okay, enter all names and number. Wait, that's not an easy one. Let's find a better one. Random picker. Let's do this. Hang on a second. Things to pick from. I just want. I don't want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Random number selector. Let's do number selector. Number generator. Okay. So min, max, we're going to do 69. We're just going to double check, make sure we didn't get any last second people joining in. Okay, refresh. 1 second. Apply filter. Still 69 people. Okay, random number generator 1 to 69. Generate number 19. Who is number 19 on my list? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is Julie Logan Photo. Are you on? Is she on? If you're not here, you don't win. Is Julie Logan on right now? She is my number 19, Julie Logan. April gave me a drum roll. That's awesome. I love it. If she's not on, if I don't get a response from her here pretty soon, we're going to have to regenerate another number. Anyone else? Oh, thank you, Becky, randomnumber.org. All right. Is Julie on? Is Julie on? Julie. I don't see her on. Ruh-roh. Okay. We're going to do it one more time. Ooh, number 59. Number 59. Let's see who was 59. So I got to go backwards. I know, right? Everyone's all happy because they're like, I have a second shot. Okay, hang on. I got to filter everybody again because right now I have 22,000 people on my list and it's only the 69 of you. Has any of these tags, webinar registration, apply filters, and we are going to do number 59 is, hang on, I got to get to the last page. Oh, so be someone that joined late. Okay, so let's see, 69, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 61, 60, 59 is Elise Wehmeyer. Is she on? Elise Wehmeyer? Yeah. Wehmeyer. Is she from Germany? Elise at wehmeyerportraits.com is my winner. Is she on? You guys, come on. We got to have people on. Dude, you guys are getting lucky if she doesn't respond to me here pretty soon. Elise, are you here? She just subscribed on November 1st, but she might not be here. Elise, are you here? Oh my gosh, seriously? Really? People are missing out, man. You got like, right? I know. I would be all over that. Elise Wehmeyer, is she here? Terry's like, I'm totally here. Love how I'm here. I'll take it. I have to do it random. Okay, we're going to try one more time, you guys. Random number. 30. Number 30. We're halfway through. I know. Bueller. Hey, you got to be present to win. So number 30 is, let's go back. There we go. I have number 30. Is this my first page? Nope, I'm not on the first page. Hang on. Is Elise here? No, this is so Jamie. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. Oh, 30. Anna Lardelli. Is she here? We do need Jeopardy music, Amanda. Oh, come on. Anna's got to be here. Is she in? Anna Lardelli. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so bad. We have 85 people and I have 70 subscribed and they're not here. Oh my gosh, you guys, crack me up. Anna Lardelli. Anna Lardelli. I'm going to generate another random number. Number 19. Wait, I just did 19, didn't I? That was random again. Ah, too funny. Okay, number 66. 66. It's going to be someone who signed up at the last minute. 66, 69, 68, 67, 66. Katrina Johns. Is she here? Katrina Johns. Are you here, Katrina? You just won a $100 Graphie gift card. Katrina Johns. Katrina Johns. Are you here? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing. This is why you, yes, exactly. You have to stay till the end. Katrina Johns, are you here? Oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, number 60. Oh, look at that. 61. 61. This is hilarious. Okay, so let's see. Katrina Johns, backwards. April Cronky! I know you're here. April, I know you're here. Wait, who's here? Katrina Johns. Is Katrina here? Because I do have to give it to her if she's here. Wait, is Katrina here? Wait, you guys are like, she's here. Katrina John is here. Okay, sorry, April. Oh, man. Katrina is here. Yay! Okay, good. Katrina, you are, I'm seeing the comments, but I'm seeing it in my software, so not in the thing. Okay, Katrina is here. Katrina Johns, my dear, Katrina at accentphotography.com. You have won a $100 gift card to Graphie Studio. Congratulations. I'll be sending you an email. Okay, I know, right? It's Monday. Totally, Kristen. You've hit it on the head. All right, but you know what? We are going to have more drawings the next day and the next day and the next day, so you might get it. I love it. We've had so much engagement and awesome people here today. Like I said, this is being recorded, so you'll be able to see the replay if you missed anything. Congratulations, Katrina. Yay! She said, thanks so much, guys. That's awesome. We have to give her a big shout out and applause. Yay! And thank you for joining me today. Get your workbook stuff on. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about researching labs and how to find good labs, what makes a good lab. We're going to talk about the big guns, but then also the smaller boutique labs where you can get really specialty and unique products, okay? Talk to you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for joining us, and thank you so much. And don't forget to sign up for the webinar and also sign up for 5cc when we open on Wednesday, okay? Love to you all. Thank you again so much.